Who do you think the starting free safety will be on the Niners this season?
Well, there is nobody. I mean, I think Mustafa's a better strong safety. I think Ji'Ayir is a better strong safety. I think Afanga's a better strong safety. Maybe Mustafa can play the free safety spot. I kind of think that there's got so much depth on the corner that Yadam and Luter and Womack and those guys really fire on the outside and push Renardo Green. I'm going to say Renardo Green is going to be the starting free safety. I don't know who to say because it could be somebody who's not on the team because I think they are going to probably add a safety, but all of if they they've got 3 starting caliber safeties and then George Odom. Odom's a special teamer, but those other guys I think are all better in the box, better closer to the line of scrimmage. I don't know which one could play deep, so I'll say Renardo Green looks good in the preseason and he's your starter at free safety.
That's interesting. The way I look at Ji'Ayir Brown, I think he's a free safety. I think he's better at free than at strong. Maybe I'm wrong, but he didn't make any plays in the backfield last year. He didn't have any tackles for losses. He didn't have any sacks. Maybe they'll use him as a blitzer more often this year, but as a coverage guy, in like 7 starts, he had 5 pass breakups and 3 picks. He ran a 4.58, which is
he's got great ball skills.
He's got great ball skills. He looks like he has instincts. He's not the fastest guy, but 4.58 with instincts is probably enough to play deep halves. So I like Ji'Ayir Brown. I actually think he's going to have a major breakout season this year. I think he's going to have a hell of a year.
If he does play free safety and does what you're saying and has a breakout year, the Niners are going to be better than that's going to be an improvement point for the team because he's got more ability than what they've had at free safety. I think I'll say this too, going back to Penn State, he was one of the most productive interceptors in the country 3 years in a row. So he's got ball skills. It's my concern is not can he catch the errant pass? He's got the ball skills. I'm just worried about, can he cover, can he actually cover in man to man? And I'm a little skeptical on the coverage, but I like him. I think of the 3, I like him the best in the deep middle. The Niners play a lot of zone anyway, so you're really, it might be the cover 3 zone, and you're just covering a lot of grass in the middle of the field. He's probably the guy who can do it, but I think Green is going to show that he's a really good cover guy.
I think Green will be the starting nickel, and I think their secondary has a chance to be really good. If Talanoa Hufanga comes back and makes a full recovery, if Ji'Ayir Brown's a safety, I think he is, and if Renardo Green's a nickel, I think he is, that's a hell of a secondary. And
you didn't even mention Luter. Luter, I thought looked like the guy at minicamp that just looked like a star. He looked like a star. He's big and fast and rangy and dominating, and he looked really good, really good.
I got a comparison for Ji'Ayir Brown. Let me compare him to a Hall of Famer real quick, just for fun. Ed Reed. You think of Ed Reed as being this incredible ball hog with unlimited range. He ran a 4.57.
Yeah.
A lot of that range is instincts. Ever. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm not saying he's going to be one of the greatest safeties ever, but physically, he has a lot of the same tools, and I think he has more than enough athleticism to be a free safety.
Ed Reed's a spectacular cover guy. And that would
be a lot of passes.
That's a lofty comparison. That's a lofty comparison.
Hold on, let me go back real quick and get Ed Reed's numbers. Ed Reed, first year in the league, 5 picks. Second year, 7 picks. Third year, 9 picks.
Wow.
Jesus. He had 64 picks. Jesus. That's a lot. I didn't even remember him. He was a defensive player. He was the defensive player of the year in 2004. What an incredible player.
Think about that. He was the defensive player of the year in 2004. Jesus. We saw him in the Super Bowl in January of 2013.
That's right.
He was still doing his thing in 2013.
Yeah. He was a bit of a graybeard at that point, but he's one of the greatest DBs I've ever seen, especially in my lifetime.
Yeah,
GTC Reels.
He's not Ronnie though. Come on, I've heard so many.
Well, Ronnie's before my time. Ronnie's before my time.
But that's like I just saw a show of the best safeties in football, and Ed Reed is very highly rated. Very, very highly rated.
He should be. He was better than Earl Thomas, and Earl Thomas was great.
Yeah,
he was better.
No doubt.
GTC Real says Kyle Stash has the stench of failure from Super Bowl 54. How would you know? How did you get that close, GTC Reels? I would love to know.
Failure.